I really don't know what to say. This is probably going to be a long video, and it needs to be a long video, okay? So before we get the talking going, I'd like to show you guys my physical vehicle, my physical body in the present moment, because it's very relevant to everything that we're going to talk about in this video, okay? So first of all, let's do some titty juggles here, okay? Some vacuums, some bicep shots, okay? I've been in that game, okay? I'd never done a competition, but my brother, you know, he did a few competitions before. He knows how to pose really well and show the definition of the muscle and all. So, as you can see, okay, this vehicle isn't looking too shabby at the moment, okay? By no means am I a bodybuilder. I don't even train at the moment. I don't even do any bodybuilding stuff, okay? I do body weight, and this is my best friend, this backpack, okay? I put books in it, and I do weighted pull-ups here at home, weighted push-ups, weighted dips. That's it as far as the resistance training with the weights go, okay? So I'm not expecting here for the muscles to be like that, or, you know, like I was bigger size-wise 3 years ago, for anybody who followed me from the earlier stages of the fitness channel. However, this is not so bad, okay? This is not so bad, right? It really isn't. So now that we've gotten the showing off out of the way, let's move into another room, because my brother is sleeping and I don't want to wake him up, because I woke him up before and he got mad. So let's go into the other room. You know what? I'm gonna pause this. Okay, ready to rock and roll. I can speak louder here because I was kind of hushing when I was there. Okay, so first thing first, I got a lot here to talk about. Okay, I've been down some deep rabbit holes as of late, to say the least. Okay, to say the least. First rabbit hole, I went into the fruitarian rabbit hole, basically eating only fruits. Okay, so here I've got a melon and I've got some apples. Okay, that's what I've been eating, or that's what I will be eating for the next 22 days. So I've been doing a fruitarian diet for 15 days as I'm making this video. Okay, it's been 15 days. Now, not only have I been doing a fruitarian diet, but I've also been eating less. I've been eating on average in the last 15 days, on average, 1,000 calories a day, okay? And I'm gonna call them 1,000 scientific calories a day, okay? 1,000 material, physical calories a day, okay? As you will see, because we're gonna go. Just hang on with me here for a bit, okay? So I thought, you know what? This makes sense. I looked into it. The electromagnetic energy in fruits is the highest out of all the foods. The energy from the sun, okay, is the highest. It's the most electrical food and the highest in water contact. Now, vegetables also. So I'm speaking about plants, but something about fruits, because it's really perfect food when you think about it for a human being. It's got water, one of the basic 5 elements of life. So this melon here has 90%, almost 90% water. And, you know, the flesh is about 1 kilogram, okay? I've measured it. It's about 1 kilogram. That's 1 kilogram of water, electric, distilled, straight out of nature water, okay? And it hydrates you on an intestinal level, whatever the hell that means. What I know is it hydrates you on a cellular level. So the water you drink from, you know, just regular drinking water, apparently it doesn't hydrate you on a cellular level, whatever the hell that means. What I understood is that the water in the fruits will hydrate you better than the water from elsewhere, just regular drinking water. So, looked into it. The belief system of it totally made sense to me. I mean, I go into things and I see it as a belief system. So I said, you know what, let's go down that belief system. And I investigated it and I saw that it makes a lot of sense. I saw, okay, you know what, this is going to raise the vibration. Now, I thought that going into this, that I'm going to feel weak, tired, and I'm going to lose all my gains. Okay, I thought that bit by bit, I'm going to see these muscles dissipate and disappear. Well, that didn't happen. I ended up having more energy in the last 15 days than I've ever had in my entire life, causing me to train on a regular basis, almost every day, with absolute ease. You know, absolute here. Let's give you guys a little bit of juggle here. With absolute ease, okay? Almost every day I've been training. Again, the maximum I've shown you guys is just with a backpack, okay? But I've been training. So, now I thought, here we go. I'm going down the fruitarian rabbit hole, and that's as far as we're gonna go for a while. Well, that didn't happen because I ended up, I don't know how, I came across breatharianism, people being sustained off prana, and immediately upon hearing that there are people out there, and you can go, I'll give you some names, and I'm already in contact with a great teacher. I'll bring him in on the podcast. He's a breatharian. Breatharians don't need food, they don't even need water, but they can choose to drink and choose to eat if they want to, but they don't need it. They don't do it out of, I need energy, I need food. So, went down a rabbit hole, and I've been really, really deep in that rabbit hole for probably like, ever since I started the fruitarianism thing, you know, maybe within a few days of starting it, I, you know, quickly, the breatharian rabbit hole found its way, and I found my way into it. So, as I understand it, and this is the basic draft video. You can see me, I'm very excited here, so I'm gonna be a blabbering idiot, and I'm not gonna be able to articulate my ideas more objectively because there is the emotional excitement out of it. And I recognize it for what it is, okay? Because, you know, when you, like, I remember when I started off cold showers, I was like so excited about it, and I mean, my first ever video on YouTube was cold showers, right? That was my first ever video because I was so excited. I wanted to share it with people. And now it's like, whatever. I take cold showers every day, okay? But it's like, oh, yeah, of course, yeah, like, duh, of course. You know, I'm not all that excited. I can look at it more objectively, etc., etc. Here, however, I'll share with you with the excitement, so don't expect this to be so objective. It's going to be maybe more subjective, but I'll do my best here to explain my very basic understanding of this. So, human beings, according to my teacher, Eli Tom El-Amin, he has a YouTube channel. I will leave a name for him and I will bring him on the podcast. I've been talking to him on Facebook and he's great. He answers any questions you have. So he's breatharian, he doesn't eat, doesn't drink, and man, he's beaming with light. It's unreal. So I asked him, you know, I watched his videos. I asked him later, I'll tell you what I asked him and I'll tell you about his answer. But I've been watching his videos, and from what I can understand so far, human beings are hybrid. We have a digestive system. We're capable of taking in energy through the dense vibration, through food, okay? This is dense vibration, physical. So we're able to take energy from food in any form, whether it's in animal form, whether it's in fruit form, vegetable form, etc. And our digestive system will go to work and will extract energy out of it. But we're hybrid in the sense that we can get energy from elsewhere. We can get it from the cosmos through meditation. We can get it via the sunlight, which is, we'll talk about that, okay? We can get it via the sunlight. We can get it via grounding on the earth, on the Mother Earth, walking around on not grass, but dirt specifically, or sand, okay? And so we could actually be totally, fully sustained without ever needing to use denser forms of energy. Okay, to put it to you as simple as that, we're hybrids. So you might ask yourself a question. Look, we have a mouth, we have an anus, like Borat would say, an anus, right? We have an anus, we have a mouth, we have a digestive system. Clearly, we're designed to eat. That's true from one level, but the higher truth or the bigger truth is that we're hybrids, meaning we could extract energy from physical dense things, denser forms, denser vibrations, or we could extract energy from other sources, and that's what we're after. Why do you eat? What do you eat? Why do you eat an apple? You grab an apple because you want energy. You want carbohydrates. You want minerals. You want vitamins. You want proteins from vegetables or plants or fish or meat. You want energy to sustain you, to sustain your survival, to sustain your brain, sustain your mind, sustain your existence. Correct, right? To sustain your existence. So the idea, who's the big boss here? When you really look at it, who's the big boss? Quickly, let's fix this autofocus bullshit. Okay, quickly you will find that the big boss, I still think I'm out of focus and it's really annoying me, but you guys will have to put up with it. So the big boss is the sun. Okay, this comes from the sun. This is second-hand energy from the sunlight. That's all food is. And by the way, this, like, fruits are the highest second-hand form of sunlight energy, of light energy. Highest. They have the highest electromagnetic energy out of all the foods. They have the highest sunlight. Light attracts water. They have water in them, but they're very high in electromagnetic. The best food you could eat is fruits. That's the best, hands down. We're an electrical system. Look, you're going to have to put aside everything you've ever learned about nutrition, everything you've ever learned about energy, everything you've ever learned about food. Take all that stuff and shove it out of the window. The vitamin B and vitamin D and vitamin S and vitamin fuck you and vitamin bullshit and vitamin whatever. Okay? All of that. Bye-bye. Throw that out of the window. Throw that out of the window and come in very humbly. Bow down to the wisdom. There's a lot of wisdom in there, okay? And I have to say, like, I am a baby in this stuff. And I keep saying I'm an idiot. I've never been more convinced of the statement Saeed is an idiot than I've ever been in my life. And I mean that, okay? I really, truly mean that, okay? You've got to bow down. You've got to recognize there's wisdom out there. You've got to put aside, like Yoda, Master Yoda says, you must unlearn what you have learned. You have to unlearn everything you've learned. About everything. About building muscle. About what sustains you. What gives you energy. What gives you vitality. Put it all aside. All of it. You have to unlearn what you have learned. Bow down. You have to be very humble when you come into this path. Very humble. If you're arrogant, the energy won't come in. It won't enter. If you're coming at it from an egotistical place, like I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to show the world, I'm going to do this, right? Which I have to deal with at the moment for reasons you'll see. But the bottom line, just if you want to come in with it from a healthy standpoint, from a healthy ego even into this, because your ego is your friend, it's your friend until you die, basically. You're going to have to learn how to live with it and restructure it and use it properly. So if you want to truly delve into this stuff, everything we're going to be talking about here and from now on in subsequent videos, you have to be very humble. You have to recognize there is wisdom out there. There are systems out there. There is wisdom out there. We've known about so much before, and forget about everything you've learned and come at it with fresh eyes, with fresh perspective. Okay? So, back to the whole energy thing. The sun is the primary source of energy. So, the whole concept of breatharianism, or being sustained off prana living, there's different names for it, is you're cutting out the middleman. This is the middleman. Food is the middleman. You're cutting out the middleman and you're going to the big boss. You're saying, big boss, feed me. What do we need here? What do we need? Feed me. Give me what you need. What do we need here? Give me. And you, again, forget about everything you learn, vitamin and all of that. Forget it, okay? You just say, big boss, you make all of this, right? You make this food, you make the animals, and really you bow down to the sun even. They called it, some natives back in the days called the sun the father in the sky. You bow down and you say, Father, feed me, sustain me, right? right? So, where's my point? Where am I going with this? Yeah, so what I'm going to be experimenting with now I am technically a fruitarian, okay? Technically, but not for long. That's just a transition phase, okay? Not for long. I plan on being totally sustained by the sun, and I'll explain to you in a minute. But understand something, what I'm in the process of doing, and what many others are in the process of doing, by the way, okay? By no means am I special in attempting this, and by no means am I special or anything extraordinary if I successfully carry this out. No way. Like, you also have, this is normal. What we're talking about here is normal shit. Like, this is stuff that's been figured out. Really, like, in my mind now, it's like, duh, of course. You just gotta look into the knowledge and start to really dig deep into it and let it sink in and take away your skepticism. That's gonna be your biggest enemy, your skepticism. If you have a really skeptical mind, that's gonna be your enemy. You've gotta come in with faith, okay? That's what the placebo effect is for. That's what, it's faith, it's belief, it's mind. You know, it's so obvious. So, what I'm going to attempt, or what you have to understand, is what I'm in the process of doing, and again, what many others are in the process of doing. We're not getting off food altogether. We're replacing our energetic need for food from other sources, from higher sources. Now, you might say, why would you do that? It's called giving up the little candy bar for the big candy bar later, okay? Ever since I started eating only fruits and only 1,000 calories a day, I've been sleeping 5 hours, 6 hours at the most every day. I've been waking up really early, like 6 a.m. And I've just been having much more energy. So it's called giving up the little candy bar, the pleasure you get from eating the foods, because if your digestive system doesn't have to do anything anymore, wow, you're going to probably be sleeping like 3-4 hours a day, at night at the most. You're going to have unbelievable amounts of energy. You're going to be coming closer to the light. We're trying to get closer to the light. We're all on this journey. You have to understand. See, what got me thinking about this? I sat down, I got a pen and I got a paper, my journal, and I said, what is the point of food in your life, Saeed? And then I said, okay, you have to ask the question, what is the point of life, Saeed? And then the answer came to me, because it's pretty obvious. Mukti, nirvana, that's the goal, enlightenment. The ultimate goal is to become one with the light, the clear white light. Okay? The clear white light. That's the goal of life, to become one with the clear white light. So clearly everything is moving towards the light. So that's when I started moving to fruits, because fruits are light. They have the electromagnetic energy, the energy of the sun, the light, the physical light. See, the sun is the god of the solar system. It is the god. It's one level manifested down. You have consciousness equals love equals light. Okay, light. You have light, isness, Tao, oneness, and then manifested one level down. You have the sun. So the solar system, the god of the solar system is the sun. So we're all geared towards the light, okay, towards the sun, in the metaphysical sense, but also in a physical sense. You know, when it's sunny, you're happier and you feel healthier, more vital. So, okay, we're all heading towards the light. So I asked myself that question, and then I said, well, clearly now you've got to eat foods that'll bring you closer to the light. Plain and simple. That was a very simple, easy decision, by the way. Going into eating only fruits, easy decision. It was like so pure, like nothing, very smooth, very easy, because I saw this in my mind. I did some LSD and I was in a good mood, and you know, wrote some stuff down, and I saw this in my third eye. I saw it and I said, well, it makes sense. The only thing that makes sense to eat now is fruits. I didn't come at it from any like, oh, is this really appropriate? What's gonna happen? No. I just like, clearly I'm closer to the light. That's what I care about, going to the light. I want to be one with God. I want to be one with the light. I want to be one with myself. You're the light, okay? So then upon that, I realized, okay, change your diet. But now, what I've been learning lately, and I'm still like literally just a few days into the learning, okay? So sun, you can do sun gazing. And if you do it with consistency, one-pointedness, with love towards the sun, it takes between 9 months and up to 2 years to become fully sustained off the sun. And I'll give you the name of the guy who went through 3 scientific studies, and he's basically being submitted to NASA now. His name is, he's an Indian guy. Hira Manek, Hiramanek. Okay, he's not the only sun gazers that's being totally sustained off the sun. There are many other people that do the same. They live off the light. And so, it's not that we're taking away food at all. Or sorry, it's not that we're stopping eating, we're gonna like starve ourselves here or whatever. No. We're just going towards higher energy levels. We're cutting out the middleman. And by cutting out the middleman, think of how almost 50% more maybe of your energy goes towards digestion. Now you free up 50% of that energy. You're going to be beaming with light, beaming with energy, beaming with love. You're going to be one with the light. So that there are ways to replace that. This is giving up the little candy bar for the bigger candy bar. And that is sun gazing, okay? Being fully sustained by the sun. I will make a separate video for how to sun gaze, okay? I don't want to go into it here. It's a long process. I've been doing it for a few days now and I'm feeling amazing. But it takes consistency, about 9 and up to 2 years, depending on your consistency. Between 9 months and 2 years, if you do it again from a place of knowledge, from a place of wisdom, from a place of humbleness, from a place of love towards the sun, you should be able, I don't see why you shouldn't be able to be sustained fully off the sun, energetically. Now, what gives, you know, you might say, well, how do you get protein? How do you get minerals? How do you get this? Again, who's the big boss? Who's the big boss, boys and girls? Who's the big boss of you and I? It's the sun. That's a middleman here. Just sun energy manifested in different form. When you eat an animal because you want the B12s and the proteins and etc., same thing. It's from the sun. It's all from the sun. That's the big boss. So you're cutting out the middleman, you go for the big boss. Big boss will give you what you need. Big boss will give you what you need. You need energy to build muscle. What is building muscle about? If you want a bicep, you want titties you can juggle. Okay, what do you need to do? You work out the muscle. You give it resistance. And then your body, if it's connected to the elements, if it's connected to the earth, if it's connected... I hate the recording limit on my phone. So, what gives you energy? Okay, hold on. Where were we? Where were the rant? It cut off the rant. It was such a beautiful rant. Okay, let it go. What was I saying? Yeah. This is the middleman. Right here's the middleman, okay? You want to build muscle? You're going to the big boss, to the sun. You want to build muscle? You want to heal? You want to walk? You want to talk? You want to play music? You want energy. You go towards the sun. The sun will give you everything. The elements will give you everything. The earth will give you everything. Okay? So you're actually getting the energy firsthand, not from a middleman. And it's 100% possible. It's 100% possible. So, my attempt here, this is the attempt. This is what I'm going to attempt. And, you know, there's a lot of ego that's going to come into this. So I have to always bow down and I have to say, this is God's attempt through Saeed. Okay? So, God's attempt through Saeed now is within the next 2 years to be fully sustained off sunlight, to be solar powered, to be a solar powered human being. Okay, now I already know this is possible. There are thousands of people living on this planet right now that are fully, totally solar sustained. It doesn't mean you never eat again. It means you eat if you want to. If you want to. You can choose if you're in a family gathering or social gathering, but you're already connected to the light. I mean, really, like, why would you go to the middleman if you can go to the big boss and if it's for free? Okay, and if it feels so good, baby. Like, I sun gazed today and I sunbathed. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. It's like, just thinking about that is giving me like an orgasm, like a cosmic orgasm. It's so beautiful, you know? So what I was saying, yeah. So the attempt of God through Saeed at this present moment is to, within the next 2 years, to be fully sustained, fully solar powered human being. but I'm going to add a little catch to it here. And this is the one where I have to say Saeed, me, in this case, me playing the role of Saeed. I'm a pioneer in this, in what I'm about to set, which is to at least maintain this body, okay, to maintain these muscles. Now, I can see some people saying, you're small, bro, you're small. It's still pretty ripped, okay? If I could still stay like this, like ripped, okay, like have a ripped body, just being totally sustained off the sun, then I would probably be one of the pioneers to ever do that, actually. Because as far as I know, anybody who has sustained themselves off the sun, is sustaining themselves off the sun right now, they have no interest in building muscle or athleticism. So that's, I mean, they have the energy to do it if they wanted to, but they're not interested in it. Now, I'm interested in it. I'm still interested in athleticism. I'm still interested in being ripped, okay? And I know one other guy that's doing this. His channel name is Blissful Athlete. He went to India. He's a white guy. He used to be a hockey player. He used to be an athlete growing up. He still loves to do this stuff. He went to India and he lives in an ashram. His channel name is Blissful Athlete. And he declared it on his channel that he's going to try to build muscle now because he got broken down. They do a lot of fasting there, a lot of stuff like that. And he basically said, I'm going to try to build muscle now, build back his body up again on prana. Now, the way I'm going to go on about it, it's going to be for a different video. But I'm not doing anything too extreme. That's why I'm giving myself 2-3 years to transition into this. Okay, there might be some muscle loss in there, and I'm okay with that. In fact, I'm even okay with being a skinny little bastard because I want the light, baby. I really want the light. I really want the sun. You know, I have such a desire for being one with spirit, being one with the light, that it's all I ever think about now is being one with God, one with consciousness, one with myself. Okay, the desire, the drive is so huge that even if it means losing muscles, losing these gains, I don't care anymore. I really don't. However, understanding what I understand, I asked my teacher, Eli Tom, I asked him, he's a Breatharian. You know, I asked him, I said, can I build muscle? Can I maintain muscle while I'm a Breatharian? He says, you're a hybrid. He says, don't even wait to be a Breatharian, just keep working out. He says, all you need for a muscle is resistance. All it needs, the muscle needs a stimulus. If it has a stimulus, then don't worry. If you're being sustained by the sun, by other energy sources, you can eat maybe something if you're not feeling nourished enough from the sun, from the earth, from the air. If you know, again, cold showers and Wim Hof breathing, holotropic breathing, they oxygenate the body. Now, if you look at what amino acids are made up of oxygen, nitrogen, which is in the air, 78% of the air is nitrogen, okay? Carbon and hydrogen. All from, you can get it from the sun and from the air. So if you tell your body, hey, look, I'm stimulating the muscle here, you give it a stimulus, and then you're nourished from all these other energy sources, then I don't see the problem. I don't see why you wouldn't build muscle. I don't see why you wouldn't maintain muscle. You're connected to cosmic energy. Cosmic energy will do whatever is necessary. And if you are constantly putting the muscle under stimulus, the body gets the message, hey, we've got to make this muscle stronger. We've got to make it a little bigger. And it'll just be like eating food because only better, because you don't have to eat and you're being sustained by this cosmic energy and it's so nice and steady. So now there's a lot of things here. I know for anybody who's watched the video up until now, you're very, very, very curious. If you watch it up until now, you're like, what the fuck's going on? Because I'm literally like, what the fuck's going on? Right? But I see it now. In my third eye, I see it. It's normal. Okay, I know I'm excited, but it's normal. This is normal shit. Okay? Like, you go to the Himalayas, they laugh at you because they know this stuff and they do this stuff. You know, Ram Dass talks about his teacher only drinking 2 cups of milk a day. You know, not his guru, his teacher, who taught him a lot. He spent most of his time. He said like his teacher was 90 pounds. He was a skinny little old Indian man. But he was only drinking 2 cups of milk. Now, again, those people, they're sustained off the prana, off the energy. They're not interested in building muscle. So they're not stimulating their muscles. So I'm looking for Blissful Athlete here. I'm following his journey. He just started literally a week ago or 2 weeks ago. He said, I'm going to try and build muscle off prana. And then I'm going to use myself as an experiment, as a guinea pig. I already know being sustained off the sun, that's like a no joke for me. Give me 2 years, 3 years, you'll see it happen. No problem. But what I'm really interested in, what I'm really interested in here is, can I maintain this body? Can I maintain this rippedness? Because I'm not really looking forward to building more muscle. I'm not really looking for, I don't want to be big. I mostly do athletic stuff anyway, like handstands and calisthenics type stuff. And I do a little bit of weight training, a little bit of resistance training with the backpack, right? I'm not interested in taking this any further, but I'm interested, can this be maintained? And even if I go on like, fast and stuff, I'm going to make my way up there very slowly. Right? Very slowly. I'm taking it very easy. I'm still eating now, right? I'm eating I've been eating last 15 days, 1,000 calories a day. But now I'm going to take it down actually starting today to about 500. So my diet for the next 22 days, I already restrained myself. I wrote it on the wall. That's it. It's set, right? The captain here in the ship has already set the course of the ship. Basically what I'll be eating for the next 22 days is 2 of these, 2 melons, so 1, 2, and then 2 apples, okay? 2 apples and 2 melons. Just that's which comes up to about 500, 600 calories. I don't even look at it as calories anymore. I'm using it from the old models. I'm already letting go, still letting go of everything that I've learned about everything. I'm letting go of all of that. I'm just putting it all aside, okay? I'm coming to this esoteric knowledge, which is just esoteric means hidden in plain sight. It's all there, but no one ever talks about it, so we don't know about it. Well, I would love to be an embodiment of that, and I would love to bring that out. I really would. It seems like this is my path, because as soon as I heard about it, it was just like a light bulb went into my head. It was like, wow. Like, I know we're capable. I know all of this knowledge has been hidden from us. I know we've all been fooled and lied to. We live in a sea of lies. And I know if you can exit that software and enter new softwares, new belief systems, which are more empowering and more in harmony with the Tao, in harmony with the universe. Okay? So I'm really excited. I'm excited to share the journey here with you guys. Again, I'm very excited. We'll examine everything that I know you're very curious now. We'll examine sun gazing in detail. We'll examine my teacher Eli Tom in detail, and I'll bring him on a podcast here. We'll examine everything in more detail. I think this is where I'm going to finish off the video. And I'm very excited to share this from a more objective place. Okay? I'm so excited right now. That's all. I'm so excited. So, I would like to give special thanks to all our Patreons. I love you guys. May the sun, may the Father in the sky look out after you. And love you. You guys have been so kind to me, supporting and everything. You don't even really have to. You've had to go all the way, put in your credit card information, Like, I really appreciate it. So thank you guys. God bless you. If you want to support me on my crazy quests in this life, then you could do so on Patreon. Okay? And I really appreciate just anything you throw down my way, even $2 a month, a cup of sun-charged water. That's what I'm doing right now, sun-charged water. Or something like that, it would be amazing. It would be absolutely amazing. You would help me on this, because if I, now with things going this way, once I'm able to fully sustain myself off the sun, even my expenses will go down. But there will always be some expenses, right? If you can, and I'm doing all of this stuff part-time, right? Now imagine if I do this full-time, okay? With all this craziness that's happening here. So anything you throw down my way, $2 a month. We're a community here. If enough people do it, then I could do this full-time, guys. And who knows where life will take us, this community, next. Okay? So, God bless you. Love every single one of you. And until next time, may the force be with you.